If your dog does this, go to the vet immediately. Not tomorrow, not after work, right now. This one behavior is a silent emergency, and most pet owners have no idea it's happening. I'm about to show you exactly what to look for. Let me tell you about Max. He was a golden retriever, happy, healthy, 7 years old. His owner noticed something subtle. Max started panting more than usual. Not after exercise, just sitting on the couch. She thought it was nothing, just a warm day. 3 days later, Max collapsed. That panting was the first warning sign, and it's one of the most overlooked symptoms in dogs. I'm going to show you 5 critical behaviors that mean vet immediately. If this video helps you save your dog's life, hit subscribe. I post weekly about keeping your pets healthy and safe. You ready? Let's go. Most dog owners don't know the difference between normal and emergency. They assume their dog is fine until it's too late. But dogs can't tell us when something's wrong. How do they communicate? Through behavior, subtle changes that most people miss. Why do dogs hide their symptoms? It's instinct. In the wild, showing weakness makes you a target. Your dog isn't being brave, they're wired to hide pain. That's why you need to know these signs. Here's the first one. Number 1. Sudden excessive panting with no obvious cause. Dogs pant, it's normal, right? Yes, but only after exercise, heat, or excitement. Panting at rest is completely different. It's often the first sign of a life-threatening condition. What kind of conditions? Heart failure, respiratory distress, or severe pain. Here's the mechanism. When your dog's heart can't pump blood effectively, fluid builds up in the lungs. They pant because they can't get enough oxygen. It's not heat, it's suffocation happening slowly. The scary part? It looks exactly like normal panting to most people. How do you tell the difference? Look for these specific signs. Is your dog panting while lying down? Is the panting louder than usual, almost like a wheeze? Are their gums pale, white, or blue instead of pink? Are they panting even in a cool room with the AC on? Any of these? Don't wait. Go to the vet. What about dogs that pant after a walk? That's normal if it stops within 10 to 15 minutes. But if they're still panting 30 minutes later, that's a warning sign, not normal recovery. Don't wait to see if it gets better on its own. Here's something most people don't know. Rapid panting can also mean your dog is in severe pain. Dogs don't cry like humans. They pant when they hurt. You might think they're hot when they're actually suffering. Always check for other signs like shaking or hiding. Number 1 is about breathing. Number 2 is about eating. Number 2. Refusing food and water for more than 24 hours. Dogs skip meals sometimes. That's normal, right? A healthy dog rarely misses 2 meals in a row. Refusing food is often the first sign of serious illness. Why do dogs stop eating? Gastrointestinal blockage, kidney disease, or infection. Here's what's happening inside. When your dog has a blockage, food can't move through the intestines. It builds up and starts fermenting, causing gas and pain. Your dog feels sick, nauseous, and in pain. They stop eating because eating hurts. What if your dog is just being picky? Picky dogs will eat eventually, especially with a treat. Sick dogs won't, even with their favorite food. If your dog turns down chicken, cheese, or peanut butter, that's serious. That's not pickiness, that's illness screaming at you. Water is even more critical than food. Dogs can survive without food for days, but not without water. Dehydration causes kidney failure in less than 48 hours. If your dog isn't drinking, don't wait a single hour. Offer water, ice cubes, or a bland broth like chicken stock. If they refuse everything, go to the vet immediately. How long is too long? 24 hours without food or water is an absolute emergency. Not the next day, right now, in this moment. Time is tissue. The longer you wait, the more damage happens inside. Every hour you wait, the harder it gets to save them. What about drinking too much water? That's also concerning. Excessive thirst can mean diabetes, kidney disease, or Cushing's. If your dog is drinking constantly and having accidents, see the vet. Changes in drinking habits are always worth checking. That's number 2. Number 3 is about pain. Number 3, whining, shaking, or hiding without explanation. Dogs whine, it's what they do, right? Dogs are incredibly stoic animals by nature. They hide pain until it's completely unbearable. If your dog is showing pain visibly, it's severe pain. What does pain look like in dogs? Whining or whimpering for no obvious reason. Shaking or trembling, especially when resting. Hiding in corners, under beds, or behind furniture. Avoiding touch or flinching when you try to pet them. Pacing constantly, unable to settle or get comfortable. Here's the mechanism. Pain triggers the stress response in dogs. Their body releases cortisol and adrenaline, high levels. They shake because of that adrenaline surge, not because they're cold. Why do they hide? Instinct. Sick or injured animals hide to protect themselves from predators. Your dog isn't being antisocial, they're scared and hurting badly. The most common causes of sudden pain? Bloat, a twisted stomach, extremely painful and deadly. Pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas. Spinal injury, slipped disc or nerve damage. All 3 are emergencies that need immediate care. What about shaking after a bath? That's totally normal, they're just wet and cold. But shaking without an obvious cause? That's pain, neurological issues, or shock. Don't assume it's nothing. Assume it's serious until proven otherwise. Can you check for pain at home? Yes, do it gently. Gently press on their belly. If they tense up, flinch, or cry out, vet visit. Also check their gums. If they're pale or white instead of pink, that's shock. Any of these signs, emergency, no questions asked. Number 3 is about pain signals. Number 4 is about bloating, and this one is deadly. Number 4, a swollen or distended stomach. Your dog just ate a big meal. That's normal, right? A swollen belly is never normal. It's a ticking time bomb. This is one of the most deadly conditions in dogs. It's called gastric dilatation volvulus, GDV for short. Bloat with torsion, the stomach twists on itself. Here's what happens inside the body. The stomach fills with gas, food, and fluid, expanding rapidly. It rotates and twists, cutting off blood supply to the stomach. The stomach tissue starts to die within hours, not days, hours. Your dog goes into shock and can die in as little as 4 hours. Which dogs are at highest risk? Large, deep-chested breeds are most vulnerable. Great Danes, German Shepherds, Labradors, Standard Poodles, Dobermans. But any dog can get bloat, including small breeds. I've seen small dogs with bloat, it's not breed-specific. What are the specific warning signs? A swollen belly that feels tight like a drum. Unsuccessful retching, trying to vomit but nothing comes out. Excessive drooling, much more than normal. Pacing, restlessness, and an anxious, painful look. If you see these signs, don't call ahead, don't wait, just go to the emergency vet now. Time is literally the difference between life and death. For every hour you wait, the survival rate drops significantly. At 4 hours, survival drops below 50%. At 6 hours, it's often fatal, irreversible damage. Bloat is the #1 killer of large breed dogs. What causes bloat? Eating too fast, exercising after eating, or stress. Genetics also play a significant role. Prevent it by feeding smaller meals twice a day instead of one large meal. Keep your dog calm and resting for at least an hour after eating. Some owners use slow feeder bowls to prevent gulping. Can you treat bloat at home? No, absolutely not, never. Home remedies will not untwist a stomach. They'll waste precious time and make things worse. Go to the vet immediately. This is a surgical emergency. That's number 4. Number 5 is about the eyes, and it's easy to miss. Number 5. Red, cloudy, or bulging eyes. Your dog's eyes look a little off. That's normal, right? Eye changes are often the first sign of serious systemic problems. They can indicate glaucoma, infection, or head trauma. Some eye conditions can cause blindness within 24 hours. What does a healthy dog eye look like? Clear, bright, and white where it should be white. The pupil should be round and equal in size to the other eye. The third eyelid, that pink part in the corner, shouldn't be visible. Here's exactly what to watch for. Redness, bloodshot eyes that look severely irritated. Cloudiness, a blue, white, or gray film over the eye. Bulging, eye protruding from the socket. Squinting, rubbing, or pawing at the eye. Here's the mechanism behind glaucoma. Glaucoma causes fluid pressure to build up inside the eye. That pressure damages the optic nerve slowly. Without treatment, blindness happens in 24 to 48 hours. It's incredibly painful for the dog, like a constant headache. What about cherry eye? That's a prolapsed third eyelid, a red mass in the corner. It looks alarming but isn't immediately life-threatening. If left untreated, it can cause permanent eye damage. Still needs a vet visit as soon as possible. What if your dog got hit in the eye? Go to the vet immediately. Head trauma is no joke. Retinal detachment can happen and you can't see it. You can't see internal damage without a vet exam. Never assume an eye injury is minor. Here's something most people don't know. Sudden blindness in dogs is often caused by high blood pressure. The retina detaches from the back of the eye, silent and fast. You'd never know until your dog starts bumping into things. How can you tell? Your dog hesitates on stairs, seems confused, or bumps into furniture. Some dogs just seem clumsy all of a sudden. Any of these, vet immediately. One more thing about eyes. Squinting isn't always harmless. Squinting usually means corneal ulcers, scratches on the eye. These are painful and can get infected quickly. If your dog is squinting, pawing at the eye, or has discharge, get to the vet. Eye injuries don't heal on their own, they get worse. So those are the 5 emergencies. Let me recap them so you never forget. Number 1, sudden excessive panting at rest. That's often heart failure or respiratory distress. Number 2, refusing food and water for 24 hours. That's blockage, kidney failure, or serious infection. Number 3, whining, shaking, or hiding. That's severe pain. Dogs hide it until it's unbearable. Number 4, a swollen, distended stomach. That's bloat, a twisted stomach, deadly within 4 hours. Number 5, red, cloudy, or bulging eyes. That's glaucoma, injury, or high blood pressure, can cause blindness. But here's what I kept wondering. Why do so many people wait? They think it's nothing. They don't want to overreact. They don't want to seem like paranoid pet owners. They assume their dog will get better on its own. But dogs don't get better from emergencies without treatment. Waiting is the most dangerous thing you can do. Let me tell you something important. You know your dog better than anyone on this planet. If something feels wrong, trust that feeling completely. There's no such thing as being too careful with your pet. Vets would much rather see a healthy dog than miss a sick one. What should you do before you get to the vet? Keep your dog calm and comfortable. Don't panic around them. Don't give any medications without asking the vet first. Don't try to induce vomiting. That can make some emergencies worse. Just go to the vet. Let the professionals handle the diagnosis. Here's something most pet owners don't realize. Many emergency vets are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no such thing as, "It can wait until morning." If you see these signs, it's an emergency, period. Call ahead if you can, but go regardless. I know this information can feel overwhelming, but knowing these signs could save your dog's life. That's why I'm sharing this with you. Your dog depends on you. Which one of these signs surprised you the most? Comment the number below, number 1 through 5. I want to know which one people don't know about. It helps me make better videos for you. And if this video helped you in any way, hit that subscribe button. I post weekly about keeping your pets safe and healthy. Science-based advice you can actually trust. Your dog depends on you to know these signs. Don't wait when something feels wrong. Go check on your dog right now. See you in the next one.